Okay. Yeah. So here we are, and I'm with Erica, and we are going to do a live family constellation. But before we start, I just want to say a few things. So first of all, my name is Sarah Fancy. I do these lives every week. I've decided to do them every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If anyone is interested in getting a free session, but it's going to be live and where people can see, you can contact me. I'm going to put all my contacts in the description. And the sessions are about 40 minutes. So I allow 40 minutes for the session. And this isn't like a party trick or anything like that. I take it very seriously. And I really want to honor the people coming on, and I want to honor Erica for being vulnerable and open. And
brave.
And I'm brave. And I also want to remind people that this is not about trying to fix Erica or, whoever I'm working with. It's not about fixing them or thinking of what they need, right? It's really to support Erica or whoever I'm working with in finding their own resources, in finding their own information based on what comes through the session. Okay, so essentially I'm holding space. I'm also guiding, but I don't have an agenda as far as the outcome. I never know how these are going to go. I mean, obviously it would be really nice if it's a happy ending or something, but it's not for me to decide that. And I did say prayers before to call in the ones who want to assist and help in this, and that it be for everyone's highest good and all of our relations. So that includes the viewers. Yeah. Okay. So Erica, we've never met, right? We've never met in person.
Not in this lifetime. I definitely feel a kindred spirit with you and the horses. The horses showed me who you are. So I feel that that's pretty interesting and exciting to see what that's about.
Yeah, you found out about me through someone else, one of my other clients through Instagram or something, right?
Yes, she's local, so she's a part of a local community. And so when she posted about family constellation with the horses, so that opened up. I'm familiar with family constellation and horses, but I didn't know they come together.
Yeah. I mean, the work is so versatile. Like we are doing it remotely right now on Zoom, being live streamed to YouTube. It can be done in person, in groups, inside, outside, with horses, in nature, without horses. There's so many ways it can be done. And I've even done a constellation on the fast train to Tokyo in Japan. We did a tabletop. We actually did two. And there was people buzzing around and everything like that. But, we were in our own zone and it was powerful. We did some good work like that. So yeah, I love this work in that sense that it is versatile and available.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really happy.
Technology. I'm excited.
Good. I'm excited too. So are you prepared with an intention?
I am. Do you mind saying it out loud? I can. I don't mind sharing. I feel that I'm coming out of the end of my hibernation. We moved here 2.5 years ago, and since moving here, I hid myself in the caves out away from the city and the farmland. I did it purposefully. But I'm turning 40 in September, and I can feel the momentum of it's time to prepare to come out of hibernation. And so my prayers have been asking for clear guidance, clear direction, a clear connection to what is mine, what is my wisdom, what is my medicine, what is my path, and what is mine to share and what is mine to hold to my heart. And so really coming in out of that cave and asking, and then you offered. So that's just how it works, I see. And I tend to show up and I'm open to receive what comes through.
Okay, so I just want to give you back what I heard. I didn't get every word. I missed a couple of words. It's a little fuzzy,
Okay.
the audio, but what
Okay.
I heard is that you've been in hibernation. You've been living in Arizona for like 2.5 years, and you've been hiding yourself, and now you're ready to reveal yourself, come out of the cave. And so how can I help you with that in this session?
I'd like guidance, clear guidance from my ancestors in what is my work to be done, and what is mine to do, and what is mine to hold in my heart for myself. What is my medicine? What is mine to share?
Okay, so you want to know is what's the medicine for you, and what is the medicine that you're going to share?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Do you have any idea what it is?
No, I don't. And I feel like I've been in this empty zero space of just clearing and allowing, clearing and allowing. I want to make sure that I'm honoring what's coming through and being respectful of myself. And I think that's what's most important right now, because I am such a giver and I will give everything until I have nothing left. I want to stand in my power, share my medicine, but what's mine? How do I
Okay.
do that for myself?
Okay, so I'm hearing now like it's about what do you keep for yourself and what do you share?
Exactly.
Because you tend to give everything.
Everything until there's nothing left. And I don't want to do that ever again. I learned.
So are you talking about your profession?
I believe so. I'm on a shamanic path, and it's for my own healing. But I do feel that what has been given and taught to me, I'm responsible in sharing with others who may be on a very similar path or have had very difficult experiences and trauma. And so I want to share and be committed to that sharing, but I also don't want to become depleted and give too much, or what's sacred to me that I shouldn't share. I don't know, because I have so much.
So you're not sure what is sacred to you and what you should share?
I believe I do know what's sacred to me. I just don't want to become depleted in the idea of sharing with the community and with other people. And I don't want to take on their responsibility. I want it to be solid in what's my responsibility.
Okay, so if you are solid in your responsibility, how would it be for you?
I feel if I was solid in what's my responsibility, I wouldn't have so much fear, and blockages around my throat. Um, I feel that I would be confident and comfortable in singing and sharing my
In
heart
singing,
song
sorry. Did you say singing?
and singing, because I do have light language and sound healing, and I am able to channel. And I feel if I was solid in what's my responsibility to keep and what's my responsibility to share, I feel I would be able to open my mouth and I would be able to allow my voice to be heard without feeling afraid of being attacked for what I'm speaking about, or feeling like it's too much. It's too much. And I think if I knew what was mine and what was mine to share, I would feel unafraid of sharing it, because right now I'm even being triggered by speaking it. And I really feel like I need to know why. Am I being blocked here? And how can I move past it and feel that so I can walk my path with integrity and dignity and strength and with power?
Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I find this really interesting, the thing in your throat, like the restriction here. And you said if you are solid in your responsibility, you wouldn't feel this here, right? All right, let's do some, I want you to choose something to represent this energy here right in your throat and put it on the table.
Choose something like in the area.
Do you have objects around you?
I do. I'm at my home. So
Okay,
you want me to choose something that represents this, what I'm feeling?
Yeah, but don't think too hard about it. It's just
I know,
instinctive.
I already know what they want me to choose, but I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, do
So
it.
I'm gonna go get it, okay?
All right, well, if you go and get it, also bring some other things because we're gonna have other things represented too.
Okay, I will just allow my my guidance to
Is
show.
there nothing right around you like that you see that you can grab?
There's things that are around me, but this space is something specific and that they want me to go get it.
Okay,
But
go
it's
get
just
it.
right inside.
Go get it. Yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting, I'm going to explain what we're doing now. It's called a tabletop constellation. And I'm going to have Erica choose objects to represent things that I feel are necessary to be represented.
Okay.
Okay, here you
I'm
are.
not afraid to show it, but it's the feeling that I have is sharp. This feeling is sharp. And as soon as you said get something that represents the feeling, I saw like a very sharp knife.
Okay.
I have other objects, but this is what represents the pain that I'm feeling that's stopping me.
Okay. See that cloth thing? Can you move that off the table?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. So there's nothing else on the table, correct?
No.
Okay. Okay, now I want you to pick something to represent you as you are now with your intention, right?
Mm-hmm. As I am now with my.
Yeah, yeah. And then, can you hear me now?
I can, yes, and I'm still here.
And I want you to get something that represents how you want to be. All right, like how you want to be if you didn't have this, if you were solid in your responsibility of you knowing what is yours and what is yours to share, the person that you want to become. Okay, so
Okay.
you're going to pick the person you are now, sitting here presently, to the person that you want to become. Understand?
Okay, so that's two different objects.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the person that I am now is green and it still has jagged edges. It's not smooth, but it's pretty solid. It's just
Okay.
there's still a lot of broken pieces.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
All right, and something that is me and future. Ah, I see. How cool. So I'm just looking around because I'm in my yard, and how I want to be and how I see myself is my circle of friends. And how cool is it that there's already a piece of that crystal that's very smooth, just like this one, inside the center of my circle of friends. So
Okay. So I
now,
want you to place them. There you go. Okay, great. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at the placement now. I'm just telling you. All right.
Mhm.
I know the knife represents this feeling in your throat. If you go to that feeling of your throat, can you just give me a name for it? Like just a
Slice,
slice. Okay,
slice.
slice like that.
Yeah, it's like it's so like in my chin more than like the throat chakra or neck. It's like where it starts here.
That's kind of where someone might cut your head off, right? Or
Right.
slit your
And it's like
throat.
it's almost it feels like my jaw is like crushed in. I can feel it in my ears in here. It's all
Mm.
that lower jaw bone and underneath it.
How does that feel when you tune into
Crushed,
that? What?
crushed.
Crushed. Crushed.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the piece of you that's in the middle, that green jagged gemstone, yeah,
Hmm.
where is that facing? If that had eyes on it, your eyes, where are you looking?
It's facing you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say, like, the what we're working with is contained on that surface, right? So we are viewing it. Everything on there is not necessarily interacting with anything outside of that boundary. You understand?
Okay.
Okay. And it's fine that it's facing me, but it's not that it's a contained constellation
Yeah,
in the sense of, yeah, you get
this
that,
is
right?
all my container.
Yes. Yeah, you get
I
that.
can
Okay.
have it face me if you want me to.
No, I don't want you I want you to tell me where it's facing. I'm not
Okay.
going to tell you where it's facing. It's very important
Okay.
that okay, so it's looking forward as far as where you're sitting, right?
Right.
And where is the knife facing? Where would that be looking?
The same forward.
Okay. And what about the you that you want to be? Where's that facing?
All around. Definitely all around.
Okay. 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 So it's interesting that you picked something with more people in it, you know, and this is you when you clear this block, yeah?
Yes.
And they're all holding each other
Together.
and they're kind of looking inwards, right?
At the heart. Yes.
Yeah, they're looking inwards at that stone in the middle. Yeah. So you feel that represents you?
I feel it represents a unified heart. Like
Okay.
all the pieces of me, everything that is me,
Okay, got
and
it.
the heart is in the center.
Got
And
it.
it's
And how
all
does that
together.
right? And how does that feel to you?
Oh, profound, beautiful, light, clear,
Yeah.
whole.
Great. Okay, okay. So the I'm gonna just call it the block now. I'm not gonna call it the knife, okay? I'm just gonna call it the
Okay.
block. Yeah. So the block and you are not looking at it. The block and you are looking in the same direction, correct?
Right.
Okay, so I want you to do this without thinking, okay? Without thinking, I just want you to grab something and then place it to where the block and you are looking.
Just grab anything.
Yes.
I just grab my harmonica.
Great. But put it where they're looking. Do you understand?
Put it where they're looking, like in front of it.
Yeah, exactly. Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, so just tuning, drop in. How are you doing?
Oh, good. I feel like it's definitely got more tense, and I'm more in my shoulders and
Yeah,
neck now than I
I can
am.
feel it. Yeah, I can
Yes,
feel it.
seated.
So just drop down, and now as you look, at the constellation. Just going to point some things out. I'm going to say that the you that you want to be, that you want to become, where you know your boundaries, you know what's yours, you know what to share. It comes from a heartfelt place, is the biggest object on the table. Yeah. And it has a resonance of who you are now, because it has the same kind of stone in the middle. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And now you have the block and you looking the same direction. Your focus is on the same thing, which is this box with a harmonica inside. Yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What's the first thing that comes to you around that object that you place there?
Medicine.
Medicine.
The jungle, the breath.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yeah.
What it looks like a coffin to me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that because it's the shape of a coffin and it has something inside. Yeah.
I can see that, and I understand that too.
Yeah, because what happens in this is that things can be literal, but they can also be symbolic, you know.
Absolutely.
And whatever that is distracting you from where you want to be. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. So now what I want you to do now is gently touch the block. Gently touch the block. And just take a few breaths and tell me how you feel and what. Tell me how you feel.
I feel relaxed.
Yeah. And so as you're touching that, any sensations in your body?
Definitely in my jaw, like I want to make a motion like a yawn.
Okay, good. Can you do
And
that?
push my jaw forward.
Yeah, good. Just do that. What happens if you do that slowly? What's the feeling in there?
It's like crackling by my ears when I do it.
What's
like
the feeling?
Like adjustment.
Right.
Adjusting,
Okay. Adjustment. Opening.
Cracking. Is that
Cracking.
sound?
Does it have a feeling?
I feel heavy in my chest and stomach.
Okay.
Like a weight.
Okay. Good. Heavy in your chest and stomach. Okay, like a weight. Mm-hmm. Okay. So can I ask a personal? It's kind of personal question. I'm going to ask.
Yes.
Okay. Did you lose any babies?
I feel like I've lost many babies, but in this lifetime I've only had one miscarriage, and it was a very small. So, but I feel like imprinted within me, I've lost thousands of children, of babies, and I can feel it inside. But in this lifetime, just that.
Okay, so you said little. What do you mean?
Like
Little?
it was like a very early, like premature miscarriage, so it wasn't like very dramatic as if you lost a baby longer in the term. So it was just, I knew I was pregnant, and then I got a very strong uncomfortable period. So I don't see that as what some may experience as a miscarriage, even though it was a passing of.
Right. Did your mother have any abortions or miscarriages?
She had every other baby a miscarriage. So one before me, one after me, one after my brother. So it was like every other pregnancy miscarriage.
So she had quite a few miscarriages then.
Right.
So you
And I
lost
believe the one before me was significant.
Where are you in the lineup of your family?
I'm the oldest child. I'm the only girl.
And how many other siblings do you have that are alive?
Michael is 5 years younger than me. He's in Florida. And then Daniel is my other brother. He's 8 years younger than me and also stayed in Florida.
Okay, so you have 2 living brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then how many miscarriages did your mom have?
I believe 3.
Okay. So half of the siblings, so there's 3 children, but half of them died, didn't make it.
Right.
Right. How does it feel when I say that?
I feel very sad. I never saw it as that way.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
when you say half of them.
Well, it's quite a
Half it,
lot.
right.
It's a lot in the sense of the family and your siblings, and that they were in. So it's sort of a miracle in a way that you're even here, because every other one didn't make it.
Right.
Right. Okay.
That's such a significant point, and my earbuds are telling me it's about to turn off. Can I just plug them in really fast? Because I don't want to lose.
I can't hear you now. Yeah, plug them in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to say that I don't know what the block is representing, but I go by the feeling. So where there's an emotion and a feeling, I'm going to follow that. It's kind of like tracking and pacing.
Oh man.
What?
My earbuds just says they're turning off now. Like, no, don't turn off now.
Oh, because they're on
Okay.
a battery or something. Okay, look, listen,
Yeah,
this is very important. I need you to sit down because I just noticed something. All right?
Okay, I'm here.
This is very important. I just noticed something. The person that you want to be, you're all holding each other. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 siblings. That could be with you, the missing ones.
Wow.
How does that feel when I say that?
Expansive.
It what?
It feels expansive. It feels like
Yeah.
it made me bigger.
I mean, the fact that you said there's 3 missing and there's 3 of you alive, and then that image, there's 6. And they could be siblings.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just throwing that out there, right? So this is because I notice things like that.
Right.
Okay. And I know that you probably never thought of this before, but
Never.
it's a big deal when you lose a sibling. It's a big deal. In this work, we look at missing people. All right. So abortions and miscarriages count as missing people in the family system. So we look at, family system. And I listened to you, in the beginning, like I listened to you about like not wanting to give everything and not have anything left for you. And then, you know, I'm wanting to know what is yours. Like this is sort of confusion, you know. And then when you said every other baby didn't make it, you know, I don't know. I feel some kind of resonance around that. But put your can you reach the harmonica there? Just put your hand on there. Yeah. And just breathe in. How do you feel when you touch that?
I just feel regular.
Okay.
I feel like any sensation or emotion.
So nothing really. You don't feel anything.
No, it's just regular.
Okay. 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 Now put your hand on you in the center, the green stone. That's it.
So rough and jagged.
Feel rough and jagged. Okay.
Yeah. And hard.
Hard. Now put your hand on the 6 beans there. How do you feel?
Soft.
Soft.
Light. Yeah.
Right.
Even just in my stomach, it feels like I can let go of the tight.
Yeah. So just allow that feeling to come through. So I'm just going to go with this, is that like in this image, in this sense, like there's a completeness that you're complete here. Does that resonate with you at all when I say that?
Absolutely. There's no loneliness.
There's no loneliness. Yeah. Yeah. So in this completeness where everybody has a place now, everybody has a place. Your siblings have a place. Yeah. Yeah. How does it feel in your heart area?
There's a gentleness to it. Like soft, like a woman feeling, like warm. I almost can taste it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gentle.
So I feel like, I mean, my inclination is to just move all the other objects off the table and just have that one center. I don't know. You tell me if we're gonna move anything or rearrange it in any way. You do it. Like, how do you
I
feel?
definitely feel like the knife can go. I feel like this can go too.
Yeah, that's my sense too.
Yeah, but I feel like the harmonica stays. And this stays. I mean, yeah,
It's up to
it
you.
almost wants me to move.
I mean, the harmonica didn't really have much like charge or anything, right? Like,
No, it didn't. It's just moving around. It's not like,
yeah, I don't know. Let's try it. Like, just take it out and then try it with it in.
yeah, it wants to stay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So try to move the thing center so it's right in front of you. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. There's this aspect of that, the whatever it was that you were looking at, it's sort of on the outside, right?
Right.
It's on the outside. I'm just saying. And is there a place for it there? Because that's what I'm asking in this.
I don't know. I feel if it's symbolic for a coffin and for death, there is a place there, but I do feel like it could cause disruption because it is on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it is death or coffin or whatever, but you also said it was medicine. I mean,
Right.
that like the way that the constellation is moved, it feels like that they have been given a place because you talked about them. We talked about them. All right.
Right.
And I feel like they're already here, like they're already there. Like it's just like you weren't able to identify that as them, and much more, and much more. But I feel like this sorrow that you had, you got really emotional when you talked about, like, I feel like there's like lots of babies, or lots missing, right? And I feel
Right.
that was, yeah, I feel that was to do with your sibling, because a lot of this is unconscious and it works on a soul level,
Right.
because we're really connected to our
Right.
family on a soul level. And the ones that, the siblings, especially, like, we've probably done it before. So a lot of times coming in, reincarnating with them, maybe in different roles or whatever, but there's definitely a love connection there. And when half of them don't make it, and it's highly likely it was their choice to leave on a soul level. They decided not to come in to the family, I suspect, on a higher level, right?
Right.
If we're
Right.
accountable. And
Right.
that,
Abort mission, so to speak.
yeah, like my job is to just come in for a few months and leave. That's what I do in this time. But it also, there's an aspect of when half the siblings don't come in, that also this aspect that you got to come in. And there could be also this thing of, survivor's guilt. Like, I get to have life, but they didn't. And that could cause some kind of guilt, like your thing about overcompensating, like giving everything, and not knowing what's yours.
Right.
I'm just saying that. So this, as you look at this, it feels really good when I look at this, but I'm gonna have you just take the box.
Get the box out of there.
I'm just saying for a
Okay.
moment, so that you can really have your space here, right? And you can claim your space.
Yeah, because it was even saying there's a place, but it's disrupting it right now.
Yeah, there's not really, like, this is really like sacred, and this is like, you describe this as that, like, very sacred. There's this unity. It's and it's beautiful. It's very beautiful and very heartfelt, and it's yours. It's yours, and you get to take the space. You get to take the entire constellation for this. How does that feel?
This is amazing.
Yeah.
It feels grounded because even there's dirt and twigs around their feet, gathered. It feels grounded and steady.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very good. Okay, well, I suggest that you, maybe take a photo. I mean, I don't know if you have to take a photo, but usually at the end of a constellation, I have people like take a photo of the end. So it's like a kind of snapshot, and snapshot and a reminder
Mhm.
of what you came away with. And I don't want to get too analytical. Okay, so I don't want to break it down and say this because of that, because of this. This is just beautiful how it is. And I go by the feeling and how you feel. And does it feel different than when we started?
It definitely feels different. I feel expanded. I feel bigger. Um, I don't feel pain like I did when we first talked. So, but I definitely feel that it's opening my ears.
Yeah. Yeah. And what you've done is you've given them a place and you've welcomed them in, and there's this harmony and balance. That's what I feel. And I feel that you're just gonna know what to do. Like you're just gonna know. It's 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 gonna be sort of natural. That's what I feel.
Nice.
Not so
And even this
agonizing.
felt like it was maybe a secret, so to speak, because growing up, it's not a topic that you talk about. Miscarriage, loss of baby. It's not something that your family talks about as you're
No,
growing up.
exactly. No, we don't talk about it. It's painful. Must have been very painful for your mom, to lose so many babies. And it's a miracle that you're sitting there, you know. But
And I was the
like,
first one that made it through.
yeah, exactly. And it's about what you're gonna do with your life, what you're gonna do with that miracle. So I feel that's very exciting for you.
Thank you.
Would it be okay if we end here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I just want to honor you, Erica, and your constellation, and I'm going to bow to you, and I'm going to leave it with you now. And what I suggest is that you just let this ruminate, and I wouldn't
Hmm.
overanalyze it or like tell details to people within the next few days, so that it can really do what it's meant to do. And that's such a beautiful image. I mean, it's so beautiful when I look at it.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah. And just see how you feel. I'm going to check back in with you in about 3 days, and then if you
Okay.
just let me know how you're doing, or if anything shifted or changed, I'd love to hear. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the offer and this opportunity. And I'm happy that I had the time and the ability to show up. And I'm grateful for this new knowledge, even though it's always been with me. It definitely feels like new knowledge and an awakening to the truth.
Yeah. All right, Erica. I'm just going to say a few words to whoever's watching. So I wanted to let everyone know I'm doing a class. I'm teaching this work. It's called Learn the Foundations of Family Constellation. It starts on the 27th of August. It's on Saturday mornings from 10 to 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, and it's every other Saturday. And so essentially there's 16 classes, and in between are assignments. And it's for people that want to learn this, and also for people that want to heal themselves and their family wounds. And it's a pretty extensive course, and it's done online. And yeah, it starts soon. So, and I also put that in a link in the description. And I just want to thank everyone for watching and holding space. And I'll be back next Thursday. And Erica, if you know anyone who's interested, just have them contact me. And uh,
Absolutely.
and thank you so much. Okay, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
end it now. Thank you,
Bye
Erica.
bye.
Bye.